What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Cracker Crumbs update. I'm going to do a really quick review on a couple comics I got a chance to read, and then I'm going to blow your mind with something where you're going to be like, oh my god. Anyway, first comic I had a chance to read was Avengers number 33. I'm really liking the storyline. I thought it was really, really cool. It's worth picking up. Scarlet Spider number 11, which is Minimum Carnage Part 4, was freaking great, because the Part 3 I thought sucked ass. It was boring as hell. This was just a really awesome fight between Carnage and Scarlet Spider. And last but not least, A+X number 1. I love this book. It's freaking awesome. It has two separate stories that kind of coexist a little bit. Captain America and Cable are one story, and the Hulk and Wolverine are another. It's just really good art. It's a really good story. It's definitely worth the $3.99 price tag. If you don't have it, pick this up. It's worth it. Alright, moving on to something that's going to really mess with you. It's going to blow your mind, because this thing is going to really throw the debate up in the air. Lately, I don't really know. I guess Captain Cummings kind of started in a way, and I kind of started in a way. We were debating about first appearances and cameos, and how do you clarify each. Animal Vader 1 actually sent me a video response, which is pretty cool. So check it out on my page, or check out his site and his channel. And it was really, really good. It was very interesting. I liked the video a lot. It does explain a lot of stuff. It does clarify some things. But like I said, I'm gonna really mess with you. I'm gonna bust some balls now on this one. The Casa DC Comics. I hope he doesn't think I'm a dick, but I put a little comment on your thing because this character that I'm gonna show. You had the book, and you said this is the first appearance of this character, which I'm going to get into, which, of course, I was busting your balls and put a whole thing on there. But, yeah, so this debate, some people are enjoying it. I think it's kind of fun in a way. It does give a lot of useful information, I guess would be it. But a lot of other people can't stand it. They're getting pissed off. But it's all in fun. It's not, I guess it's really not meant to piss anybody off. Just, I like the ideas. I like people's reasoning. And this character, like I said, this one's going to really throw you all for a loop, I guess, if you want to go by whatever way you go by. When I was a kid, when I was collecting comics, like Animal Vader was saying, nothing's really ever cut and dry anymore, or not in many of the first appearances, which is true. When I was a kid, everything was cut and dry. I'm like, oh, this is the first appearance. I don't want to hear anything about it. This is it. I have it. That's it. Legendary Collectible actually brought this up, and it gave me the idea, because I didn't think of it until we were talking about it. So, like I said, this is going to really throw you for a loop. It might not. Maybe everything's like, oh, you're being stupid. The character I'm talking about, the Casa DC Comics talking about, is Bishop. Now, this is what I'm saying is going to really mess with you. When I was a kid, this was Bishop's first appearance. It's the first time you saw him. That's it, but you didn't know anything about him. So as Animal Vader was saying on the video, it doesn't really technically mean his first appearance, because you don't know who the character is. He's kind of like a tease. Like, it's like, all right, what's this guy? 283 is now considered to be his first appearance, because now you know he's Bishop. You know what his powers are. You know what he can do. Now, one thing that I find particularly funny is that now people are also saying that X-Men number 8 is his first appearance. Oh my god. X-Men number 8 is his first appearance, I guess, as an X-Man, but it's not really his first appearance, because a lot of people are saying that this ties with this. So it's now, like I said, here's where things are going to really kind of throw you for a loop in a roundabout sort of way. If you go by what Animal Vader was saying, where his first appearance is something where it clarifies the character and you know what you're talking about, which is smart, makes sense. The funny thing about this one is Bishop is only seen at the end of this book, at the very last page, kind of like Venom, but he's known as Bishop, but he's on the cover. He's on the cover of 282. His name is Bishop, and nothing will ever be the same. Bishop. You know his name is Bishop. You don't know what he does, but you know his name. Obviously he's got some kind of power. So there's that. Granted, you don't know much of anything other than his name and that he's got some kind of power until you realize it in this one. So now, again, how do you define a first appearance? Because, I mean, come on, he's on the fucking cover. That's where I'm saying this messes you up because like when I was a kid, this was his first appearance. This was it. Everyone, this is Bishop. You know. But again, if you had no idea about comics and you were looking into it, technically this would be a cameo compared to this one because in this one you're introduced. This is obviously you know his name is Bishop in here. You know he's got some kind of power, but you find out what that is in here. So it's a tough one. That's one of those one. This is the one that probably really messed with people the most. I'm not trying to bust balls. I'm just for fun. Just debating on this whole thing. Now, another fun thing I was talking about before is this is an Overstreet price guide, but this was from what year was this? This is the oldest one I have. I just want to see what bear with me. I could have sworn I had the thing all set. I think it's 1990. Let me check. You think? Yeah, no. 1990. This is from 1990. This is an Overstreet price guide. I rocked some things in here, which is funny. It's extremely old, and one of the reasons you know it's from 1990 is it has Gambit in here, but it doesn't have Bishop. It doesn't have a lot of the other stuff. Now, what's funny, the first thing that I found, I'm using the old one just to make a point. Well, not really a point, but just to go over some stuff. Alright, the first thing that I was reading, like, now if you read the newer price guides, obviously they're different. But, for the Spider-Man debate, everyone, again, the debate of which is the first appearance of the black suit. Adam Vader came up with a good point because 252, Amazing Spider-Man, and Marvel Team Up 141 both came out at the same time, the same day, and had the costume. Now, according to this Overstreet price guide, it says, Amazing Spider-Man number 252 dons new costume, ties with Spectacular Spider-Man number 90 as the first appearance of the black suit. Which I don't think you can really see, but I'm going to try to show you. Yeah, you can't really see it too well, no matter how close I get. Yeah, it's kind of see it there. So now they're saying, they didn't even mention Marvel Team Up number 141, which did come out the same day as 252. Now they're saying that the tie is with Spectacular Spider-Man number 90 as the first appearance of the black suit. See how it gets confusing. Then you move on to give me 1 second. Again, I'm trying to that's something else. Hang on. Alright, the Secret Wars. Let's see. Marvel Superhero Secret Wars. Issue 7 is the introduction to Spider-Woman and a black suit. Issue number 8 is Spider-Man's new costume is explained and origin. So it doesn't say it's his first appearance. It says that issue 7 is the first Spider-Woman and the first appearance of a black suit because she was wearing it. But then issue 8, it claims that it's... Just read it. Spider-Man's new costume is explained. So it doesn't even, give you really... I guess, sit down in origin. Alright, so now you got that. Then you move on to... Like I said, something else. And again, this is an old book. I know things have changed. I'm just saying this is what it was like. This was my Bible when I was a kid. You look at the X-Men going on with Gambit. In this thing, like I said, you're not going to be able to see it, so I'm going to read it off. X-Men, Uncanny X-Men, Annual number 14 came out in 1990. It has Fantastic Four, New Mutants, X-Factor crossover. It doesn't even mention Gambit. It doesn't even say it. And then when you look at number 266, let's see, it doesn't even mention him in that. It just said it's worth $1, and that was it. It just says 254 to 269 is worth $1 in near mint condition. That was back then. It doesn't even mention Gambit in that either. So this, I guess you can't really go too much by that. But like I said, just proving some points here. Then you go into the Incredible Hulk. Yeah, this Incredible Hulk number 180, first appearance of Wolverine, cameo on the last page. It's his first appearance, but it's a cameo at the end of the thing. Now, Incredible Hulk 181, Wolverine appearance. Doesn't even say anything else. And then 182 is a Wolverine cameo. Now, the funny thing is, this is 1990, so the prices are definitely low. If you look at Incredible Hulk 180, which is his first appearance, Wolverine cameo on the last page, a near mint copy goes for $60. If you look at the 181, a Nearman copy goes for $2,000. Again, that's like what Animal Vader was saying. 181, even though 180 is technically his first appearance, 181 you're introduced to, you know, who this guy is, and that's the money book. So that's that'll do it for this lovely update. I hope this really kind of messed with people a little bit, especially with first appearance and how they go. And I want to say to everyone that this update and headache is brought to you by Cheez-Its Reduced Fat. It's a great treat that can't be beat. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you like what you see, please hit the like button. If you really like what you see, hit the subscribe button. And hopefully this debate will carry on. No, I actually really don't want it to carry on all that much because it's probably going to get really out of hand. It's going to blow out of proportion. But yeah, I'd like to hear some comments on or video response if you want about the Bishop dilemma. Now, what would you consider his thing? Because like I said, he's on the cover and he's at the end of the book. But this is technically not his first appearance from what people say. So yeah, bring on the Bishop debate, I guess, if you want to go through the whole thing. And it's not the size of your man cave, it's what you have in it.